How's it going, Sasquatch? So today's workout, we have 5 rounds. It's gonna take us out a little bit longer and make it be aerobic, but yet we also have some skill work in there and some strength building that we're mixing in. So we're gonna go over how we wanna see these movements done. First of all though, the workout is 5 rounds, 12 toes to bar, 6 lateral box step ups on each leg while you're holding a kettlebell in the front rack. 3 box jumps, super explosive, as high as we can do, or as high as we can get our hips. We'll go over that one here in a second. We'll be followed by 3 kettlebell snatches. We're gonna do them all on our one arm, so we'll go right arm. We'll do those 3 snatches. And then with the kettlebell overhead, we will do 6 kettlebell windmills. Then we will switch to our other arm, do 3 snatches and 6 windmills. Then we are back to the top of the list to go through it. Again, 5 more times. So first movement we're gonna go over. We have the toes to bar. We are looking to build big unbroken sets of toes to bar. If you got one and can't do them linked, that's cool. But we want to develop that linked toes to bar. So Isaac is gonna show us what we want to do here. If you can do 2 or 3 of them, awesome. We want to do nice, big, hollow arch swings, getting into that toe to bar, kipping, doing 3 of them. Nope, he didn't do it.
I did.
Jump off.
I swung too much in the beginning, so
yeah.
I was trying to do that all the way.
Just jump up and start doing it. Don't listen to me when I say, hey, we're looking at developing our kipping toes to bar, trying to get them linked, so we want to take and do them.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Let me practice a second.
There we go. Come on. I know, I'm like, come on.
Actor, do I gotta fire my actor and get another person that can perform?
Yeah, you need someone that can perform. Because clearly I can't.
Well, since he can't do it, he's not doing it right. I'll jump in and show you how to do it. So we're gonna come here. Just like that. We wanna do nice, big, kipping, toes to bar linked. If we can't do that, this is what we're gonna do. Isaac, come back over. If we can't do them kipping, we're gonna try to do the biggest knee raises that we can, or attempts.
No, not like.
No.
Come on, get up. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
So if we can't do those big sets of kipping, linked toes to bar, we're just gonna do as high as we can here, trying to do the same movement and develop that kip. This is gonna help us get to those toes to bar, and it's gonna help us also make the workout more aerobic and help build some strength in those lats. What I don't wanna see is this right here. Don't wanna see you jump up, try, come down, do this little kip. Do it again. Yes, you have toes to bar, but we are working on link today. So going back to that nice, big, linked, kipping knee raise is what we wanna try to hit. All right, so we had to reset up our studio here and get our box out in the middle of the room. We're gonna go over that lateral box step up. We have 6 of these in today's workout. So Isaac is gonna take the kettlebell, he's gonna put it in the opposite front rack position, opposite the leg he's gonna use to step up on the box. So then we're gonna step up on the box. A couple things we wanna look at here. We want our hip crease above our knee. Unless you're really, really good at pistols, this is how we're gonna get into that glute without pushing off this leg a bunch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, without driving from this leg, we're gonna push in here, maybe lean forward a little bit. He's gonna stand all the way up, lock out, and then lower under control. He's gonna bring that foot off. We're gonna do 3 of these. So this is what we want it to look like. You challenge yourself on the height as long as you're pushing off that leaning leg. What we don't wanna see is this, foot up, and then jumping and pushing off this leg on the ground. We're really looking to try to attack that left glute there, and holding that kettlebell in the front rack, we are forcing us to stabilize across our torso. So that's what we want our box step ups to look like today. So as high as you can, as long as you're using that lead leg glute. All right, so moving on to the next movement, we have a box jump. So we just attacked some single leg stuff. Now we're gonna go back to double leg. We're gonna try to get up as high as we can on our box jump. Isaac immediately went to a 30, but let's see if he can do what we need. So we want our hip crease to land above our knee when we're on top of the box. So go ahead and give it to me, Isaac. Okay, pretty good for him. He landed hips nice and high. He's gonna step off and do it again. say as high as possible, we want the hips as high as possible, not necessarily the box as high as possible. We want these 3 reps nice and explosive, every single one. Will you go ahead and show us one that we don't want to do where we land in the bottom of the squat? So if he has to box jump and land like that, that's not what we're looking for. So we need to roll that box down to a height that is appropriate, where we can land with our hips as high as possible. That's what we are looking for. Good one. All right, so the next movement we're gonna do is 3 kettlebell snatches. On the same arm, we're snatching it overhead, coming back into that swing. And then we're gonna stay here on our 3rd rep. We're gonna turn into that kettlebell windmill. So Isaac's gonna turn his foot out, straighten his back leg, bring this hand to his thigh. He's gonna drive all the way down to the floor, breathe out, and then he's gonna stand back up, all the way to the top, locked out. Do that 6 times now here on this windmill. Perfect. So then we'll switch arms, do 3 on the other side, 3 snatches, and then into those 6 windmills on that same. So we forgot one movement. We're gonna work on our double unders today. So we have 40 unbroken double unders to finish out this one round of the workout. So you're gonna do as many as you can. Getting to 40, if you trip up, you can choose to start back at 0. That is, if you think you can get 40 unbroken. If you can't do 40 unbroken double unders, we need to work on building that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some singles. We're gonna do 40 singles, preferably unbroken. And if you trip up or get to 40, then you're gonna set your rope down. You're gonna do a double hip tap, working on the mechanics of that jump. So we're going to jump, touch our hips twice every time, keep a nice, good rhythm. This is an option for scaling, or you can go for a 1.5 minutes of double under practice, no more, no less. 1.5 minutes double under practice if you want to get after it and actually work on your double under and potentially get yourself whip marks all over the place. Then you're going back to the top, doing it all again 5 times. Have fun.